welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I'm Rika Casabana from ECU41 at the De La Salle University Electronics Engineering Department. And for today's experiment, we will be having our data communications laboratory experiment entitled View Wired and Wireless NIC Information. So, for our first objective is to identify and work with PC NICs. So for the second objective, we will be identifying and using the system tray network icons. So for our background scenario, this lab requires us to determine the availability and status of the network interface cards or NICs on the PC that we used. Windows provides a number of ways to view and work with our NICs. In this laboratory, we will also access the NIC information of our PC and change the status of these cards. So, notably, for the required resources, we'll be needing a one PC, Windows with two NICs, wired and wireless, and a wireless connection. So we have to take note that at the start of this lab, the wired Ethernet NIC in the PC was cabled to one of the integrated switch ports on a wireless router, and the local area connection wired was enabled, meaning we'll be needing a LAN connection connected to our laptop for this experiment. So the wireless NIC was disabled initially. If the wired and wireless NICs are both enabled, the PC will receive two different IP addresses and the wireless NIC will take precedence. So now we'll be proceeding with our instructions. So for our part 1, we will be going to our control panel here. Okay, so in part 1, you will identify the NIC types and the PC that we are using. We will also explore different ways to extract information about these NICs and how to activate and deactivate them. So we have to take note that in this lab, we will be performing using a PC running on the Windows 10 operating system. So we should be able to perform the lab with one of the other Windows operating systems listed. However, menu selections and screens may vary. So, yep, we already navigated the control panel, and then we should click our view network status. Okay, so let's find it here. So let's search. So view network status and task under network and internet heading in the category view, and then here in the left pane click the change adapter settings. So change adapter settings here. So there will be a pop-up here, and then in the network connections window, the results provide a list of NICs available in this PC. Let's adjust this. Okay, available in this PC. Look for your Wi-Fi adapter. So for our internet, our LAN, which is connected through our LAN cable, we have here our Realtek PCLE GBE family controller. Okay, and for our Wi-Fi wireless connection, we have here our Realtek 8821CE wireless LAN. Okay, wireless LAN 802.11 AC PCI-E NIC. So we have to take note that virtual private network, VPN adapters, and other types of network connections may also be displayed in this window. So for our step 2, we will be working with our wireless NIC. So we shall locate the wireless network connection. If it is disabled, right-click and select Enable to activate your wireless NIC. So here, our Wi-Fi is our wireless NIC. So we will be connecting on our Wi-Fi. So it's already connected here. So identifying, it's God's grace here. Okay, so now we're connected. Then if the wireless network connection is not currently connected, right-click and select Connect, Disconnect to connect to an SSID that you are authorized to connect to. Right-click a wireless network connection and then click Status. So let's click our status here. Then for the next step, the wireless network connection status window displays where you can view information about your wireless connection. So here, Under the Wi-Fi status, we'll be able to see SSID for our wireless router connection. So for our SSID, we have here our God's Grace. So we already changed it to that name. And then the speed of our wireless connection is 72.2 Mbps, so that's quite fast. Then click details to display the network connection details window. So let's click details here. And then what is the MAC address of our wireless NIC? So our MAC address is our physical address here. So as you can see, it's here, F8-A2-D6-68-F1-63. That's our MAC address or our physical address for our wireless NIC. So they have multiple IPv4 DNS servers listed. So for my case, okay, so for our case, we only have one IPv4 DNS server. So we do not have any multiple DNS servers listed. So namely, our IPv4 DNS server is for our wireless connection is 192. This one, 192.168.18.1. So for our step F, so we'll be opening our Windows command prompt. So it's CMD here, just type CMD. And then let's move it here. Okay. Then, okay, let's open this one. So in our command prompt, okay, we'll be typing ipconfig \all. Wait. So let's type it again. So all. Okay. So notice that the information displayed here is the same information that was displayed in the network connection details window in step B. So let's check. So under wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi, so here it is. If we'll be checking the physical address or the MAC address, it's the same. So it's F8, A2, etc. Same with here. F8, A2, etc. as well. So for our IPv4 address here, it's same. It's same with our network connection details here on our adapter settings, which is 192.168.18.20. Same with this IPv4 address. And then for our subnet mask, okay, it's the same as well. It's 255.255.255.0. Same with this details here. And then we also have here our DNS servers. Okay, all of the information are listed here are the same with the information listed here. So for our DNS server, we have here our 192.168.18.1, which is same with this one. Same with our DHCP server and our default gateway. Okay, so this is the DNS server. Same with this one, with this DNS server. And then our DHCP server here, same with this one. And then our default gateway, okay, same with this one. So close the command window and network connection details window. So this should return you back to the Wi-Fi status window. So let's close this one. Then let's go to our wireless proper. Okay, so let's close this one. Let's go to our wireless properties here. Okay, and then click the security tab. So the type of security that connected wireless router has implemented displays. Click the show characters, so I'll not be showing the characters for security purposes. Check tags to display the actual network security key instead of hidden characters, and then click OK. So if you'll be clicking the show characters, you'll be able to see our Wi-Fi password. So for security purposes, I'll not be showing it. Then we will be closing the wireless network properties and the Wi-Fi status windows. Then select and right-click the Wi-Fi option. And then let's go to change. Okay. A pop-up window should appear at the bottom right corner of your desktop that displays your current connection. So along with the list of SSIDs that are in the range of the wireless NIC of your PC. So some of the Wi-Fi here are some of the internet connection or wireless connection that is just near our area. So if a scroll bar appears on the right side of this window, you can use it to display additional SSIDs. So to join one of the other wireless network SSIDs listed, click the SSID that you want to join and then click to connect. So basically, since these are all private internet connection, yes, we can connect, but it will be requiring a password for us to connect to their internet. So let's just connect with our own internet, okay? So if you have selected a secure SSID, you are prompted to enter the security key for the SSID, just like what I've said. Then we need to type the security key for that SSID and click OK. If we know the internet password, but if we do not know, then we cannot connect to the internet connection to the internet. Okay, because of the security. You can click the hide characters checkbox to prevent people from seeing what you type in the security key field. So that's the logic behind the internet connection that we cannot connect to. We need a security password. So for our step 3, we will be working with our wired NIC, meaning our LAN and our wired internet connection using our LAN. So on the network connections window, select and right-click Ethernet options to display the drop-down list. And then if the NIC is disabled, enable it and then click the status option. So let's click the status option here. So we should take note that you must have an Ethernet cable attaching your PC NIC to a switch or similar device to see the status. So we need a LAN cable here. So my laptop is connected to our router using our LAN cable. So many wireless routers have a small 4-port Ethernet switch built in. You can connect to one of the ports using a straight-through Ethernet patch cable or a LAN cable. So in the status window, the results display information about your wired connection to the LAN. So click Details to view the address information for your LAN connection. Okay, so this is the network connection details, which is our wired internet connection. So open our command window here. So here's our command window. Okay, this one, and then let's click it here. Yep. So let's move it. So open a command window prompt and type ipconfig all. So already type it here. Okay, wait. Let's close this, and then I'll be moving it here. And then let's click details, and let's move it here. Okay, and then find your Ethernet adapter information and compare this with the information displayed in the network connection details. So here on our command prompt will be searching for this Ethernet adapter Ethernet. So we'll be comparing the details if all of the details are the same. So we have here our physical address. So our physical address or our MAC address is the same with here with our command prompt for the Ethernet adapter Ethernet. So that's D8 C4-97-D3.262C.80, which is same with here. And then we have here our DHCP is enabled. IPv4 address is same here. So 192.168.18.22, same with here. Then our subnet mask here is 255.255.255.0, same information as well. Then we have here our default gateway, this one, same with here. So 192.168.18.1, which are all the same with our IPv4 DHCP server. So yep, this one, same. And then same with our DNS server here. So 192.168.1. So yep. all of the informations are the same, meaning it's correct. So close all windows on your desktop. So we will be closing this all before proceeding to our part 2. So for our part 2, identifying and using the system tree network icons. So in part 2, you will use the network icons on your system tray to determine and control the NICs on your PC. So for our step 1, use the network icon here. So click the system tray. So here, click the network icon to view the pop-up window that displays the SSIDs that are in range of your wireless NIC. So these are the SSIDs that are in range with our wireless NIC. So let's click network and Ethernet settings here. So let's minimize it here. And then in the settings window, so in the settings window, click change adapter options. And then we can also access our Ethernet connection here and our wireless connection using our network icon. So in the network connections window, right click Wi-Fi and select disable. So we can disable it. So our wireless connection is already disabled. So examine your system tray. Okay, click the network icon again. So let's click our network icon here. As you can see, when the wireless internet connection or the Wi-Fi has been disabled, when we click the network icon again, all of the SSIDs that are in range with our wireless NIC are not visible already. So they're not longer in range and not available for wireless connections. So you can also disable the Ethernet network by disabling the Ethernet adapter. So we can also disable this, but we'll be needing an internet connection. So I'll not be disabling it, our internet adapter. So for our step 2, identify the network problem icon. So in the network connections window, disable all the Wi-Fi and Ethernet adapters. So I need to disable it. Okay, so the system tray now displays the network disabled icon, which indicates that network connectivity has been disabled. So so our network icon here has been, okay, the system tray is now invisible. It cannot be seen already because our Ethernet connection and our wireless connection are both disabled already. So you can click this icon to return to the network and Ethernet settings and internet settings. So for our step 2, we'll be identifying the network problem icon. So in the network connections window, disable all the Wi-Fi and Ethernet adapters. So we'll be disabling this one. And then the system now displays the network disabled icon, which indicates that network connectivity has been disabled. So as you can see here, both the wired and the wireless internet connection has been disabled. So you can click this icon to return to the network and Ethernet settings. So as you can see here, we can see that there are no connections available. So we can click this icon to return to the network and Ethernet settings. So as you can see here, and the network and internet settings window, you can click troubleshoot. Okay, let's find troubleshoot here. Okay, in the network and internet settings window, you can click troubleshoot to use the PC to resolve the network issue for you. So this one, troubleshoot. So let's just wait for it. So if troubleshooting did not enable one of your NICs, so let's select all network adapters since we'll be using a wired and the wireless internet connection. So the remaining repairs require administrator permissions. So here the problems have been found. So the Ethernet adapter is disabled and the Wi-Fi adapter is disabled as well. So we can try these repairs as an administrator. So it is resolving problems. So let's just wait for it. Verifying that the network adapter problem is resolved. So it's checking if the internet connection is disabled. Okay, so the Ethernet adapter is disabled. It has been detected that the Ethernet adapter is disabled. And the Wi-Fi adapter is disabled as well. So it has been fixed. So let's go to so it's closed this one. So if troubleshooting did not enable one of your NICs, then you should do this manually to restore the network connectivity on your PC. So okay, as you can see here, when we troubleshoot using our icon, it can either turn on the wired internet connection or the wireless internet connection. So in our case, when we troubleshoot, the wireless internet connection is automatically enabled. So we should take note that if a network adapter is enabled and the NIC is unable to establish network connectivity, then the network problem icon appears in the system tray. So let's check it. So as you can see here, the wireless connection can be seen here already. So it's connected, as you can see. So if this icon appears, you can troubleshoot this issue just like you did in step 2C. So for our reflection question, why would you activate more than one NIC on a PC? Basically, if the PC requires more than one path, multiple NICs can be used. So it could be a wired or a wireless internet connection. So one example would be if the computer is being used as a proxy server. So that's the end of our experiment number 5 for Datacom's laboratory. Again, my name is Rika Casabana from ECE41, and I hope you learned a lot from our experiment today. So see you in our next vlogs. Bye for now.